Namaste. Now I'm going to read another chapter of the Book of Secrets, which is Osho's commentary on the Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. The Vigyan Bhairav Tantra is very old, more than 5,000 years. It's actually a dispute or a questioning between Deva and Shiva. Devi asks and Shiva answers, and the answers are the 112 techniques of meditation. That's the answer of Shiva to Devi's questions. Also, it reveals some deeper meaning of life, which is that the secrets of life can only be revealed in a love relationship, and voila, that's what happens between Deva and Shiva. Devi and Shiva, sorry. Deva is a male form and Devi is the female form actually. Like Deva is, you have also some Tibetan masters which are called Deva, Shanti Deva, or like this. And Devi is the female form in Sanskrit. Yeah. So I'm going to read chapter 25. It is called Coming Back to Existence. The Sutras 76. In rain, during a black night, enter that blackness as the form of forms. 77. When a moonless, rainy night is not present, close eyes and find blackness before you. Opening eyes, see blackness. So thoughts disappear forever. 78. Wherever your attention alights, at this very point, experience. 24th of May 1973 p.m. in Bombay, India. Actually, Osho was teaching in Bombay before he started having his ashram in Pune. That's why it was in Bombay in 1973. So now I read technique number 76, dissolve into darkness. In rain, during a black night, enter that blackness as the form of forms. All forms arise out of darkness and dissolve into darkness. Worlds come, are created out of darkness, and they fall back into darkness. Darkness is the womb, the cosmic womb. The undisturbed, the absolute stillness is there. Enter that blackness. How can you enter blackness? 3 things. 1. Stare into blackness. Remain with open eyes when doing this technique in the dark night. Don't close your eyes, because with closed eyes you have a different darkness. That is your own mental. It is not real. If it is not real, really it is a negative part. It is not positive darkness. Here is light. You close your eyes and you can have darkness, but that darkness is simply the negative of the light. Just as when you look at the window and then you close your eyes, you have a negative figure of the window. All our experience is of light. So when we close our eyes, we have a negative experience of light, which we call darkness. It is not real. It won't do. Open your eyes, remain with open eyes in darkness, and you will have a different darkness. The positive darkness that is there. Stare into it. Go on staring into darkness. Your tears will start, your eyes will get sore, they will hurt. Don't get worried. Just go on. And the moment the darkness, the real darkness which is there, enters in your eyes, it will give you a very deep, soothing feeling. When real darkness enters in you, you will be filled by it. living with darkness for 3 months, for 1 hour a day, you will lose all feeling of individuality, of separation. Then you will not be an island. You will become the ocean. You will be one with darkness. And darkness is so oceanic. Nothing is so vast. Nothing is so eternal. And nothing is so near you. And of nothing are you so scared and afraid. It is just by the corner, always waiting. Secondly, lie down and feel as if you are near your mother. The darkness is the mother of all. Think, when there was nothing, what was there? You cannot think of anything else than darkness. If everything disappears, what will be there still? Darkness will be there. Darkness is the mother, the womb, so lie down and feel that you are lying in the womb of your mother. And it will become real. It will become warm. And sooner or later, you will start feeling that the darkness, the womb, is enveloping you from everywhere. You are in it. And thirdly, moving, going to work, talking, eating, doing whatsoever, carry a patch of darkness within you. The darkness that has entered in you, just carry it. As we were discussing about the method of carrying a flame, carry darkness. And as I said to you, that if you carry a flame and feel you are light, your body will start radiating a certain strange light, and those who are sensitive will start feeling it. The same will happen with darkness. If you carry darkness within you, your whole body will become so relaxed and calm, so cool that it will be felt. And when you carry light within you, some people will become attracted to you. When you carry darkness within you, some people will simply escape from you. They will become afraid and scared. They will not be able to bear so silent a being. It will become unbearable to them. If you carry darkness within you, those who are afraid of darkness will try to escape from you. They will not come near you, and everyone is afraid of darkness. You will start feeling that friends are leaving you. Your family will get disturbed when you enter, because you enter like a pool of coolness, and everyone is agitated and excited. It will be difficult for them to look into your eyes, because your eyes will become deep like valleys and abyss. If someone looks into your eyes, he will become dizzy. Such a deep abyss will be felt there. But you will feel many things. It will be impossible for you to get angry. Carrying darkness within, you cannot be angry. Carrying a flame, you can be angry very easily, more easily than ever, because the flame can excite you. Carrying a flame, you will feel more sexual than ever, because the flame will excite you. It will create passion. But carrying darkness within you, you will feel a deep asexuality happening to you. You will not feel sexual. You will not be able to easily get into anger. Passion will disappear. You will not feel that you are a man or a woman. You will feel that those words have become irrelevant, meaningless. You simply are. Carrying darkness within for the whole day will help you very much, because then when you contemplate and meditate on darkness in the night, the inner darkness that you have carried the whole day will help you to meet. The inner will come to meet the outer. And just be remembering that you are carrying darkness. You are filled with darkness. Every pore of the body Every cell of the body is filled with darkness. You will feel so relaxed. Try it. You will feel so relaxed. Everything in you will be slowed down. You will not be able to run. You will walk, and that walk also will be slowed down. You will walk slowly, just as a pregnant woman walks. You will walk slowly, very carefully. You are carrying something. Try it. It is one of the most beautiful experiences in life to carry darkness in your womb, to become dark. Walking, eating, sitting, doing whatsoever, remember that darkness is filled in you. You are filled with it. And then see how things change. You cannot get excited, you cannot be very active, you cannot be tense. Your sleep will become so deep that dreams will disappear, and the whole day you will move as if intoxicated. So this is a very beautiful meditation. I think I will try it. 77. Bringing out the inner darkness. When a moonless, rainy night is not present, close eyes and find blackness before you. Opening eyes, see blackness, so faults disappear forever. I said that if you close your eyes, the blackness will be false. So what to do if there is no moonless night, no dark night? If there is a moon and the moonlight is there, this sutra gives a key. When a moonless, rainy night is not present, close eyes and find blackness before you. This blackness will be false in the beginning. You can make it real, and the method to make it real is opening eyes, see blackness. First, close your eyes, see blackness. Then open the eyes, and the blackness that you have seen within, see it without. If it disappears without, that means that your blackness that you have seen within was false. This is a little bit more difficult. In the first, you carry the real darkness within. In the second, you carry the false out. Go on carrying it. Close your eyes, feel darkness. Open your eyes, and with open eyes, see the darkness out. This is how to throw the inner false darkness out. Go on throwing it. It will take at least 3 to 6 weeks. And then one day, suddenly you will be able to carry the inner darkness out. The day you can carry the inner darkness out, you have come upon the inner real darkness. The real can be carried, the false cannot be carried. And it is a very magical experience. If you can carry the inner darkness out, even in a lighted room, you can carry it out, and a patch of darkness spreads before you. The experience is very weird because the room is lightened, or even in sunlight. If you have come to the inner darkness, you can bring it out. Then a patch of darkness comes before your eyes. You can go on spreading it. Once you know that it can happen, you can have darkness, dark as the darkest night, in the fully sunny day. The sun is there, but you can spread the darkness. The darkness is always there. Even while the sun is there, the darkness is there. You cannot see it, it is covered by the sunlight. Once you know how to uncover it, you can uncover it. In Tibet, they have many methods just like this. They can bring things from the inner world to the outer world. You may have heard of one very famous technique. They call it heat yoga. The night is cold, ice cold, snow is falling, and a Tibetan monk, a Tibetan Lama, can sit under the open sky with snow falling all around, the temperature below 0, and he can start perspiring. This is a medical miracle. How is he perspiring? He's bringing the inner heat out. And the inner coolness or inner cold can also be brought out. In Mahavir's life, it is related. No one has tried to explain it up to now. Jains think that he was just doing an austerity. It is not so. It is related that whenever it was summer, the hot season, and the sun was burning hot, he would always stand somewhere where there was no shade, no trees, none at all. He would stand in the burning sun in the days of summer, and in winter he would find a cool place, the coolest, under a tree, a shady tree, or near a river, or just where the temperature had gone below 0. In the cold season he would find a cool place to meditate, and in the hot season he would find the hottest place to meditate. People thought that he was mad, and his followers think he was just doing austerities. It is not so. He was really trying some inner techniques like this. When it was hot, he was trying to bring his inner cold, and it can be felt only in a contrast. When it was cold outside, he was bringing his inner heat, and it can be felt only when there is a contrast. He was not a body enemy. He was not against his body, as Jains think. They think that he was killing his body, because if you can kill your body, you can kill your desire. This is sheer nonsense. He was doing nothing of the sort. He was bringing the inner out, and he was protected by the inner. Just as Tibetan lamas can create heat, and they can perspire while snow is falling, Mahavir would stand under a hot burning sun, and he would not perspire. He was bringing his inner cold, and that inner cold would come out and protect his body. Similarly, you can bring your inner darkness, and that feeling is very cool. If you can bring it, you are protected by it. No excitement, no passion will disturb you. Try it. These 3 things. Stare in darkness with open eyes and allow the darkness to enter within. Secondly, feel darkness as a mother's womb all around. Live with it. Forget yourself more and more in it. And thirdly, carry a patch of darkness in your heart wherever you go. So thoughts disappear forever. Remember this. Thoughts can exist only if you are prone to be excited, if you tend to be excited. They don't exist in themselves. They exist in your capacity to get excited. Someone insults you and you have no darkness within to absorb the insult. You become inflamed. You get angry. You get fiery, and then everything is possible. You can be violent, you can kill, you can do what only a madman can do. Anything is possible. You are now mad. Someone praises you, you again go mad to the other extreme. All around you there are situations, and you are not capable of absorbing. Insult a Buddha, he can absorb it, he can simply swallow it, digest it. Who digests that insult? And in a pool of darkness, silence. You throw anything poisoned, it is absorbed. No reaction comes out of it. Try this, and when someone insults you, just remember that you are filled with darkness, and suddenly you will feel there is no reaction. You pass through a street, you see a beautiful woman or a man, you get excited, feel that you are filled with darkness, and suddenly the passion will disappear. You try it. This is absolutely experimental. There is no need to believe it. That's the method. First, feel it inside, feel it deeply so you can perceive it out. Then open the eyes suddenly and feel it out. It will take time. And if you can bring the inner darkness outside, thoughts disappear forever, because if the inner darkness is felt, you have become so cool, so silent, so inexcitable that thoughts cannot remain with you. If you can do this, the darkness will become the light. You will be enlightened through darkness. What a contradictory method. So, the last technique of this chapter is technique 78. Develop pure attentiveness. Wherever your attention alights, at this very point, experience. In this technique, firstly, you have to develop attention. You have to develop a sort of attentive attitude. Only then will this technique become possible. So then, wherever your attention alights, you can experience. You can experience yourself. Just by looking at a flower, you can experience yourself. Then looking at a flower is not looking at the flower only, but at the looker also, but only if you know the secret of attention. You also look at the flower, and you may think you are looking at the flower, but you have started thinking about the flower, and the flower is missed. You are no more there, you have gone somewhere else. You have moved away. By attention is meant that when you are looking at the flower, you are looking at the flower and not doing anything else, as if the mind has stopped, as if now there is no thinking and only a simple experience of the flower there. You are here, the flower is there, and between you two there is no thought. Suddenly, if this is possible, suddenly from the flower your attention will come back, bounce back to yourself. It will become a circle. You will look at the flower and the look will come back. The flower will reflect it, rebounds it. If there are no thoughts, this happens. Then you are not looking at the flower only, you are looking at the looker also. Then the looker and the flower have become two objects and you have become a witness of both. But first attention has to be trained, because you have no attention at all. Your attention is just flickering, moving from this to that, from that to something further. Not for a single moment are you attentive. Even if I'm talking here, you never hear all my words. You hear one word, then your attention goes somewhere else. Then you come back, you hear another. Then your attention goes somewhere else. You hear a few words and you fill the gaps, and then you think you have heard me. And whatsoever you carry with yourself, it is your own business. It is your own creation. Just a few words you have heard from me, and then you have filled the gaps. And whatsoever you fill in the gaps changes everything. I say a word, and you have started thinking about it. You cannot remain silent. You cannot remain silent. If you can remain silent while hearing, you will become attentive. Attention means a silent alertness with no thoughts interfering. Develop it. You can develop it only by doing it. There is no other way. Do it more and you will develop it. Doing anything, being anywhere, try to develop it. You are traveling in a car or in a train. What are you doing there? Try to develop attention. Don't waste time. For half an hour you will be in a train. Develop attention. Just be there. Don't think. Look at someone, look at the train, or look outside. But be the look. Don't think anything. Stop thinking. Be there and look. Your look will become direct, penetrating, and from everywhere your look will be reflected back, and you will become aware of the looker. You are not aware of yourself because there is a wall. When you look at a flower, first your thoughts change your look. They give their own color. Then the look goes to the flower. It comes back, but then again your thoughts give it a different color. And when it comes back, it never finds you there. You have moved somewhere else. You are not there. Every look comes back. Everything is reflected, responded, but you are not there to receive it. So be there to receive it. The whole day you can try it on many things. And by you will develop attentiveness. With that attentiveness, do this. Then look anywhere, but simply look. The attention has alighted, and you will experience yourself. But the first requirement is to have the capacity to be attentive, and you can practice it. There is no need for it to take some extra time. Whatsoever you are doing, eating, taking a bath, standing under a shower, just be attentive. But what is the problem? The problem is that we do everything with the mind and we are planning continuously for the future. You may be traveling in a train, but your mind may be arranging other journeys, programming, planning. Stop this. That's all there is. Don't interfere. And whatsoever happens, allow it to happen. You be simply there. That will give you attentiveness. And when you have attention, this technique is just in your hand. Just remember yourself. There is a deep reason because of which this technique can be helpful. You can throw a ball and hit the wall. The ball will come back. When you look at a flower or at a face, a certain energy is being thrown. Your look is energy, and you are not aware that when you look, you are investing some energy, you are throwing some energy. A certain quantity of your energy, of your life energy, is being thrown. That's why you feel exhausted after looking in the street the whole day. People passing, advertisements, the crowd, the shops, looking at everything, you feel exhausted, and then you want to close your eyes to relax. What has happened? Why are you feeling so exhausted? You have been throwing energy. Buddha and Mahavir both insisted that their monks should not look too much. They must concentrate on the ground. Buddha says that you can only look up to your feet, up to 4 feet ahead. Don't look anywhere. Just look on the path where you are moving. To look 4 feet ahead is enough, because when you have moved 4 feet, again you will be looking 4 feet ahead. Don't look more than that, because you are not to waste energy unnecessarily. When you look, you are throwing a certain amount of energy. Wait, be silent, allow that energy to come back. And you will be surprised. If you can allow the energy to come back, you will never feel exhausted. Do it. Tomorrow morning, try it. Be silent, look at the thing, be silent, don't think about it, and wait patiently for a single moment. The energy will come back. In fact, you may be revitalized. People continuously ask me, I go on reading continuously, so they ask me, why are your eyes still? Okay, you must have needed space long ago. You can read, but if you are reading silently with no thought, the energy comes back. It is never wasted. You never feel tired. My whole life I have been reading 12 hours a day, sometimes even 18 hours a day, but I have never felt any tiredness. In my eyes, I have never felt anything, never any tiredness. Without thought, the energy comes back. There is no barrier. And if you are there, you reabsorb it, and this reabsorption is rejuvenating. Rather than your eyes being tired, they feel more relaxed, more vital, filled with more energy. So thank you, Osho, for this wonderful reading technique. I also noticed during reading this chapter that, thought is actually first changing the focus. If you think too much, you cannot be here in your body and feel your body and also be present in your body. And then with the energy of the eyes, I need to experiment this. This I cannot say because I have not tried it so far, but I can imagine that it is true. Yeah. So thank you so much for listening and for watching. This was chapter number 25. I wish you a wonderful day and I hope you liked it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.